Hi there folks and welcome to the What Solutions for this week's The Daily Rigour, issue number 225. So a wee science story to start us off. The sun is setting for the final time in the 2020 for the Alaskan city Utqiagvik, formerly known as Barrow, and I wish they still called it that so that I didn't have to pronounce that awkward looking city. So the sun is setting, well, the sun set, sorry, at 1:30 on Wednesday, last Wednesday, and the residents have to wait another 62 days before it rises again. So when can they expect the sun to rise again? This annual phenomenon is known as the polar night, and it's due to the sun remaining below the horizon due to the tilt of the earth. So when's the sun going to rise again? Well, 62 days time, so it's another 8 until the end of November, because 30 days has November and all that. And I think it's safe to say we can add on the December days, because that's definitely not going to come to 62. So that comes to 39 days. We can take that away from the 62 days, so we're left with 23 days into the next month. So of course that's 23 days into January, so it'll be the 23rd/01 for January, and then it's the next year, so it'll be /2021. So I hope they'll go to the local supermarket and get some vitamin D tablets or something like that, 'cause I think they're going to need them. Okay, so on to our business story. So we shared with you in the Daily Rigour a few months ago the most expensive sheep ever sold. Now we've got the most expensive racing pigeon. So 1.4 million, and this was 1.0325 million more than the most expensive sheep sold in Scotland. So to work out the price for the sheep, we need to take 1.0325 away from 1.4, and of course we just have to remember that the answer is going to be in millions. So if you're doing this calculation without a calculator, you might want to call this 1.40000, just so we can line everything up. But it comes to 0.3675 million. Now, it's not acceptable because it's less than 1 million to leave your answer in terms of millions. So if we think about place value, if this is the unit from millions, the one down from that will be hundreds of thousands. So it's actually £367,500. The other way you could have did the calculation is to write the numbers out in full. So for part B, how much for the most expensive racehorse? Well, that's just 7.7 million more than what was paid for the racing pigeon. So we can just add those two decimal numbers together and give our answer in millions. So that's £9.1 million. So I hope for that price it's some pigeon. I hope it's the fastest one ever. Anyway, on to our ICT story. So David Attenborough and Jennifer Aniston just before him had reached 1 million followers on Instagram in a very short period of time. But Rupert Grint, who plays, is it Ron Weasley? Don't slate me if I got that wrong. I've never seen Harry Potter in my life, but he did it 43 minutes quicker, at 4 hours and 1 minute. So how long did it take Sir David Attenborough to reach 1 million followers? So we basically just have to add 43 minutes onto 4 hours and 1 minute. So of course that's just going to be not a difficult calculation at all, 4 hours and 44 minutes. So that's the straightforward part of the puzzle, and now for our Instagram cryptic puzzle here. So basically the answers to the 10 calculations reveal the first letter of the name of the account holder for the most followed accounts on Instagram. So number 10, 4 times 2.5, 4 lots of 2.5, so of course that's 10. And if we go through our alphabet, A is 1, B is 2, etc., then the letter we're looking for there is J. So I wonder if you got Justin Bieber. Well done if you did. So number 9, the only even prime number. So the only even prime number is 2 because it's got exactly 2 factors, 1 and 2. Every other even number has 2 as an additional factor. So the letter of the alphabet would be the second letter, which is B. So this is going to be Beyonce, but we'll let you off if you didn't put the E acute there. So at number 8, a dozen is 12. So going through the alphabet, that'll be the letter L. So this is going to be, for all you football fans, Lionel Messi. So at number 7, 15 add minus 4. Start at 15, go down by 4. That'll take us to 11, which gives us the letter K. And it might seem quite obvious now with the other 2 letters in the first name. It's none other than Kim Kardashian. So number 6, we just need to watch out. It's an order of operation. So if we add first to get 28 and divide by 4 to get 7, we can get a letter with that. But because of the order of operations, we need to divide before we add. So 12 divided by 4 is 3, and 16 add 3 is 19, which gives us the letter S. So this one I found a wee bit challenging. This is Selena Gomez. So at number 5, we've got a nice easy decimal calculation. That's 11, and we already said that was the letter K. So not enough letters for Kardashian in the surname. This is Kylie Jenner. So number 4, minus 2 minus minus 6. So we start at minus 2 and we go up by 6, which will take us to 4. So that's going to be the letter D. So tricky one, this one. We've got none other than The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. So number 3, the square root of 1 is 1, because 1 times 1 is 1. So that's going to be the letter A. So this is going to be Ariana Grande. So number 2, how many times does 19 go into 57? Well, of course, it goes in 3 times exactly. So that's the letter C. So that means we've got another football representative, Cristiano Ronaldo. So for number 1, a tricky one to end with. If you type the square root of minus 1 into your calculator, it's maths error. And at this stage, you wouldn't know what it is. But if you've got any brothers or sisters or cousins doing advanced higher maths, they'll tell you it's I, the complex number. But we'll tell you all about that when you're older. And of course, the owner of the most followed account on Instagram is, of course, none other than Instagram. So I'd say 7 or 8 or more there. I think you did very well in that challenge. Okay, so on to our final story of the week. So Mum shares a lovely note from the Tooth Fairy, who apologised for a late visit after getting tangled in a sticky spider web. By the time she broke free, it was nearly morning. So obviously you guys should be in the process of losing your teeth, and I say that to all our older viewers as well. Just a wee joke there. So kids, children have 10 milk teeth in the top of the mouth and 10 in the bottom, and the average payment per tooth in Scotland is 75p. So what does the average child in Scotland receive in total for all of the milk teeth from the Tooth Fairy? So of course we need to work out the total number of teeth. 10 in the top and 10 in the bottom is 20 teeth. And then we just need to do 20 times 75 pence, but written in pounds. So how do we work this out without a calculator? Well, we can be creative. 0.75 is a fraction, is 3 quarters. Times means of. So we're really just asked to work out 3 quarters of 20. So we can divide by 4 to find 1 quarter, which is 5. And then to get 3 quarters, we times the 5 by 3 to get £15. So a staggering amount of money for losing those cherished teeth. Make sure when your adult ones come through that you really look after them, guys. Okay, we hope you enjoyed solving these problems this week, guys. Stay tuned for next week's edition, when we're going to be looking at more stories from the news of the week and the numbers behind them. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, and bye for now.